Hello students, I'm your tutor Sarah Adebola and you're welcome to another episode of Natural Skincare Formulation. Making an emulsified scrub is actually very simple. You only need a few ingredients. We're going to be using chamomile oil and our emulsifying wax, our beeswax, and our shea butter as our oil phase. So this is the phase A. Just mix all of these ingredients together: the e-wax, the beeswax, the chamomile oil, and the shea butter. So we're going to cover it with a cling film and we're going to take it to our double boiler for it to dissolve. So now that it has dissolved, you're going to go ahead to prepare the scrub. But first, we're going to transfer it into another bowl so that it can be easy for us to make our scrub. But we're going to actually need it to cool down, and we're going to need it to begin to solidify before we add in our sugar and our remaining ingredients. The reason why we need it to solidify a little bit is because the way it's liquid now, it's not going to form an emulsion, and we'll certainly not be able to whisk it properly. So as you can see, after leaving it for a while, it has solidified a little bit. So we are just going to whisk it a little bit, not much, just a little bit of whisking. And then after we've whisked it and it has become very emulsified, it will start to look like a lotion sort of, and that's the best time to add in your sugar. So if you're making a big batch, it's the same process, the same method, only that the whisking might take a longer time because obviously the batch is more. Do you understand? So we're just going to mix that in as properly as we can, and we're going to add in our sugar. So we're just going to add a little bit of color. You have two methods to add your color. You could have added it before you added in the sugar, or you can still add it now. Obviously, because this is an oil-based product, any method you use to add the color is going to work. But just make sure that whatever color you're using happens to be an oil-based color, like a mica powder or oil-soluble color. Do not use any water-soluble color if you want it to come out nicely. So you just whisk and whisk. As you can see, this recipe is perfect and the consistency is very nice, and it is also very gritty in the sense that it will scrub the skin properly, and it's just perfect. It is just a perfect consistency. Now if you want it to be thicker than this and you want your sugar to be thicker or to be more, you can just add more sugar. You can increase the percentage of sugar. Okay, so now we're going to add our phase C ingredients, which are our preservative and our vitamin E oil. We're adding preservative into this formulation because when you're going to be using your scrub, it's going to be in the bathroom, obviously, and you're going to probably be dipping in wet hands. That means hands that already have water into the formulation. If this formulation doesn't have a preservative, it can actually start to grow molds when you touch it with wet hands. And we all know that if you're selling this product, you cannot be telling your clients that they can't touch it with wet hands. So you have to make provisions for preservatives to be included so that if they touch it with wet hands, it will not grow mold or yeast. So this is our emulsified body scrub. It is the most popular type of body scrub that a lot of skincare formulators sell officially in the market. And as you can see, the color is beautiful. You can do any color you want. I'm just asking my students to try it on her skin, and you see it's a very perfect scrub for any skin type, and especially dry skin types, because it will help to moisturize the skin while scrubbing. Okay, this scrub doesn't have any chemical exfoliators. It is only a mechanical exfoliator, and it can also do its job perfectly. So there you have it.